world record, motherfuckers. I swore.
Why? We're not supposed to do that.
It's the way I talk.
I thought we're not supposed to cuss like the first 10 minutes or something.
I know. I'm not supposed to be
cussing in the first 10 minutes because then YouTube demonetizes me and we don't get our 50 cent.
Yeah.
We don't get a check for 50 cents
Right.
from YouTube. So because I said
motherfuckers,
we're now demonetized. And since we're already demonetized, let's play a song. Oh wait, what the fuck? Why is it stop?
My ideas walk through concert doors and roam all over Coliseum floors. I step on stage.
So we're all wearing Adidas. We found out A-Train.
Yeah.
What style you have?
I think they're called court shoes. VL Court or something.
We'll put some images of our different Adidas on there. I have the, I don't know what these are, shell top. I don't know what they are.
They should
old
say.
tennis style. We'll figure it out. We'll send it to DJ and he'll put the images in post. And then our guest has...
They're Adidas, but I don't know the...
We'll figure it out, the style. We have, ladies and gentlemen...
I think Shell Toe is Superstar. I call Superstars.
Superstars, that's the shell top?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Shell toe?
Yeah.
Let's.
Yours is not shell
They don't
toe.
have the
Yours
shell
is not
toe.
shell
I have
toe.
another. I have like 3 pairs of Adidas that all kind of look
Yours
like
is
this.
like classic kind of.
They're all old, all thrift stores kind of clothes.
Yeah,
stuff that I'm
vintage
wearing
Adidas.
again. And I thought this was a fitting song. This is kind of like a. This is your.
I like this song.
Yeah. But you're a New York guy, right? So you were probably at a pretty young age when this was all happening.
Yeah, I like this song.
You were in the middle of all this shit.
You know, they mentioned Live Aid in this song.
What's that?
He says, I stepped on stage at Live Aid.
Oh, they do? In this song?
In this song.
I thought this predated Live Aid.
No, I think the Raising Hell album was 86 and Live Aid was 85.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, so this is Raising Hell. Okay, so this is, what was their first one?
The first album, I think it was self-titled.
Just Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
It's a great album.
Yeah.
Did you like this, Brendan? When you were little?
I was figuring it out, I mean, definitely, yeah. No, I like this stuff, but I was
Did you
more...
wear Adidas back then?
I didn't.
You weren't like a shoe guy.
Well, we didn't have like money, so there was no like, buying expensive sneakers wasn't a thing. That would have been like a big birthday thing or something, like where it's like, oh, Brendan wants an $80 pair of sneakers.
How many of you were there?
What's that?
Was it a lot of you? Was it a lot of kids?
No, just me and my brother.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we had.
They were $80 even back then.
I don't. I mean, maybe $50. I mean,
That's
like
a lot, though.
that's the '80s is when sneakers became expensive.
Yeah.
Like, there was
right.
no such thing as like I mean, a pair of Chuck Taylors was like $10 or something.
So
and
you
then,
get 2 stripes and your brother get 1.
Yeah.
Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, we haven't introduced him yet. This is the great Hugh Moore. Hugh Moore, one of my favorite. Hey! There's always some asshole. It's the paid audience.
That's
You know how they
right.
do that with tapings? They have people in the back.
I've been a paid audience member.
Me too.
I've done it, yeah.
I did that. I got suckered into watching.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I almost caused a scene. I held myself back, but we were tricked. I was on tour with a band, this band called the Commies, a punk rock band. But Ian, my friend Ian, who painted the octopus on our kids' room wall.
They still rocking?
No. This was 25 years ago, and I wasn't in the band. I was just tour managing them or whatever. I was driving the van and hanging out with them. I was friends with those guys. And we came out to Los Angeles and got suckered into a taping of Bill Maher's Politically Incorrect. Was that the ABC show?
Yeah.
So the guy, they used to have guys at podiums on Hollywood Boulevard, like, hey, do you want to see a TV taping or whatever? And we're like, not whatever. We're like, yeah, sure. I mean, we're here. Do you guys want to do that?
That was for free, though.
It was free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was for free. But what he fails to tell you, number one, I don't even think he told us it was Bill Maher's politically incorrect, because we all would have been like, no, we don't want to fucking see that shit. So I think it was just like, oh, it's a live taping, and he was like vague about what it was, and maybe threw out like Woody Harrelson. He did. There was a lot of trickery going on back in those days, and he was like, "There's." I think he did say like Woody Harrelson, George Clooney, like threw out some big names for a live talk show. Yeah, and we're like, I guess we'll go see a live talk show with Woody Harrelson and George Clooney. You're like, sure. And then once they get you in, you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah, you're stuck.
And it's fucking Bill Maher doing his fucking
How can you not leave,
shitty.
though? Can't you just get up and leave?
You can do whatever you want, but me being raised as a good boy who, but they kept us there for 5 fucking hours because they tape. They're like, okay, we finally filled the room for Bill Maher's shitty show. Let's tape 100 episodes. Let's do as many as we
But they
can
don't do
while
it
we have
like
an
that
audience.
anymore.
I
right?
mean, they
Where
do variations of that
trick you
probably.
into-
But there was one point when I told Johnny Venom, the drummer, I was just like, I think I'm just going to yell at the top of I'm going to ruin the taping. Like, because it was like, I was tricked into, I was like, I
You
almost
may as
just
well
would-
have some fun.
Yeah, I was like, I thought this was going to be like a 45-minute, like, oh, hey, we're in Hollywood. We'll see a TV taping.
Not a whole day.
And I was going to be like, fuck this shit. Fuck you. You suck. Fuck all this. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Then they would have just kicked you out.
They would have
Then
just
you
kicked
could
me
have gone
out.
home.
And I could have gone home. It would have been effective.
You
It would have
should've.
been unorthodox, but effective. But I was like, well, I can't do that, because that's crazy to do something like that. But sometimes you got to go crazy.
If that happened again, you would do that.
I would just
Yeah.
get up and leave. I wouldn't have to make a scene. I would stand up and start walking
And
out, and they'd
say,
be like,
"I
"Sir, you
excuse
can't do that." And
myself.
I go, "No, I can. I have legs, and there's the door, and you tricked me, and I don't like being tricked and held hostage."
Did they give you candy?
I don't
That's what I was
remember.
going to say. Shouldn't they feed you
Yeah.
if they're going to have
I
you there
think
for
they
so
probably
long?
They
did
usually
say-
give you candy.
They did.
That's
something.
something, I guess.
No.
Maybe. But Hugh Moore, and let me show this doesn't define you as a person, but Hugh has one of my favorite things that's ever been done on TV. So this is how long Hugh's been around.
Don't put it like that.
Well, no, I mean that's fine. You're historical. This is. I mean,
I'll be historical.
we're
That's
all
cool.
we're all getting older, and it's like being a legend. Like it's like
Yeah.
I don't know who's a legend.
Lenny Dykstra.
That's a good one.
Well, but I mean, you don't start off as or Larry Boa. They call him Larry Legend. But yeah,
that?
you don't like Eddie Van Halen or something. He
Right.
wasn't a legend the first time.
Right.
You earned it. You earned it. You're a legend. But yeah, this is from the Sinbad show in when 98 maybe.
Yeah.
Something
Vibe.
like that.
That show was called Vibe.
Vibe. Oh, okay. Was this on BET? Was that even a thing yet?
It was on
Like
it was
CW or
syndicated. It was
Okay.
it was
Sinbad was a big deal.
all
Oh, I
over.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he have a stroke recently?
Sinbad was in bad shape for it, but
Yeah.
do you keep in touch with him?
Well, I haven't talked to him lately, but I've seen video clips and he's talking and stuff, so it's not
He's getting better.
It's not as
Yeah.
devastating as it could have
right.
been.
Maybe it was bad in the beginning, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
seems,
And it was a stroke. Is that what it
from
was?
what I saw, yeah, it was
Yeah.
a stroke.
Yeah, that's no good.
Who's older, you or Sinbad? Hugh's a mystery.
I'll
mean,
I'll be a mystery. Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at
Look
him.
at him. He looks cool.
That's a mystery man right
that
there with the hat.
Oh, by the way, I cross my arms because it's comfortable. I'm not, 'cause
That's not body language.
People take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I like crossing my arms.
Me too.
What else are you going to do?
You do it because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm quiet too, so it just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
who's the quiet, arrogant prick that's crossing his arms?
Yeah. People are always like, what's that guy's problem
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there?
Everyone's
It's
starting
like
shit
he's
with you.
just being himself.
Yeah.
He's just making himself comfortable. He doesn't like smiling.
It's true.
It is good to see Hugh Moore smile, though. That's always the best smile. Somebody who doesn't like to smile when you make them smile, isn't it?
It's genuine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
not
you
like
know, in Hollywood, people
everybody's fake laughing in
smiling
comedy.
all the time.
Yeah, like this.
A genuine smile is always nice to get. Mm-hmm. And he also, one of Amanda's heroes. You have history. Well, we'll get started at the beginning.
What?
He's toured with JB Smoove, and remember when
Oh,
I
I
wanted to
love
go
him.
see JB and Irvine or something? We didn't get it together. It
Oh,
was too
right.
complicated.
Right,
I think
that's
I hit
right.
you. That's probably the last time I only text you when I want
When
something.
you need something
No,
from him,
that's
yeah.
fine.
I'm a Hollywood asshole. I'm just like,
No, I don't take it that way.
no, you shouldn't. You know better than that.
By the way, I'll be texting you soon for something I need. So
Hey, always.
There you go.
It's always. I have an open door policy to people.
I can't tell you what it is.
Oh yeah, because it's
So-
drug related.
It's not drug.
Oh, it's an illegal thing that you guys are going to do.
It's a fun thing.
So here's a clip of Hugh Moore, young, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Is this the first thing you ever did, or?
It's close to it.
Yeah. All right, this is Hugh Moore and Shy Tony.
Managing performers, he ain't managed to bring one in yet that had no talent.
That had no talent, see?
Yeah, but tonight on Vibe, he's gonna introduce you to his latest discovery. Now I'm telling you, man, I swear if this one don't work,
Oh no, this is
I'm
working.
not playing
brother.
with
this
you,
is
man.
working. This was working.
I
man.
like you on the radio
Nah.
show and everything.
And those
do,
of you
but,
who
man,
are
I can't
just
use my show.
listening, it's not gonna. You have to watch the videos.
Right.
And
That's what I was just
you
thinking.
should check in. I appreciate you guys listening, but the videos are. There is another dimension to the show, and
Oh, yeah?
Voted the best light-skinned ventriloquist of the year. See what I'm saying? And he took that one. Can I bring him out here?
Bring him out, man.
I got the incredible Hugh Moore and Shy Tony.
Y'all give up some love.
Come
Hugh Moore,
on
Shy
now.
Shy Tony.
Sinbad.
How you doing?
I'm the incredible Hugh Moore. This is Shy Tony. Shy Tony says, "What's up, y'all?"
What's up?
you almost laughed there a little bit, didn't you?
Now, Tony, you know we got some cute girls out there. They go a cute one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go talk to her?
Excuse me.
Shy Tony
Excuse me.
said, "I wish I would."
Excuse me.
Did it, boy?
Wait.
You off the hook.
Hey,
I wanna
hey,
see.
hey,
You off the
hey.
hook. What's up, baby?
Can Shy Tony talk?
Shy Tony is talking. Doing his thing. Shy Tony said, "Wu-Tang is good, but Puffy is the best."
Man, what are you doing?
Shy Tony, baby.
What you doing, man?
Shy Tony said, "I'm cuckoo for big butt freaks."
Oh, thank you, big boy. Thank you for doing it again, man. Thank you, brother.
What you mean doing it again,
I'm
brother?
talking about
This
took
is
the
talent.
payoff, man. This brother ain't got no talent. Look, man, I'm tell you one thing. I'm tell you right now. This dummy
Wait a minute.
better tell one joke, and I better hear him.
Hey man, you gotta
hear
show
him.
him. No.
I'm gonna do
Hold on. You gotta show him. You gotta show him, brother.
I'm going to top all of that.
And what? Can you
I'm
just do
gonna
a
drink
trick that
some water.
ventriloquists do?
I'm gonna drink. This is a ventriloquist trick. Got me nervous. I'm gonna drink this water, and Shy Tony's gonna do his impersonation of Frankenstein.
All right. That's it. Go on, man. Go on.
I mean, it just doesn't get old.
Shy Tony said, "Fire bad."
I got your fire. Take Shy Tony on out of here.
All right. Thanks, big boy. You mama.
What's Shy Tony up to these days?
Oh no! Hey, you know what's crazy? I saw that same puppet on another show, like on Mad TV.
The same exact. Oh, well, you didn't own that puppet?
No.
You got it from a prop thing?
Yeah, they rented it for me. But I saw that puppet on Mad TV. I was like, oh wow, that's the same puppet.
That's Shy Tony.
That's crazy.
Brendan has a lot of puppets. You like puppets.
A big puppet guy, yeah. And I had a thing that I was doing. I think it's on YouTube as well. I did a thing where, because when I first started doing stand up, I would do guest sets. Like I would just be featuring for somebody on the road, and I'd say, hey, can I do a couple guest sets before, my set? and I would do a guest set as a different guy. And one of my
you
guys,
were doing characters. That's awesome. Yeah.
and one of them was Dan Richardson and Woody, where I had a ventriloquist puppet.
Okay.
And my name was Woody, and the puppet's name was Dan Richardson.
That's funny.
And this is, wow, this is freaking me out now.
Why?
I don't know. Why it's.
You have a clip of it?
I think it's online.
Where did you do it? Did you?
I did this at Go Bananas. Yeah, here it is.
Is that in New Jersey?
Cincinnati. Oh, and I was on a morning show as Dan Richardson. When I was in Boise, they said you have to go on morning. Like you, have you ever? You've done the road where you had to do morning radio?
I
or?
just watch.
Oh, okay.
Well, every now and then I'll talk, but
But you go with like the headliner.
yeah,
You,
JB. I
yeah.
usually go with JB. Yeah.
well,
He's a talker, so there's no need for me.
yeah, JB doesn't need any help filling time, huh? I got to go see JB live. I've never
would
seen
love
him
to.
perform. Yeah.
You should.
Let's see if we get this so you guys can see it too.
Well, you can just see it. I'll watch it later.
What is this wire? Okay.
You got wires everywhere.
Well, here's Dan Rich, and this is a little more blue than Shy Tony, from what I remember.
We have a great announcement for you. We have a special guest here tonight for all you guys. Excited about that? I need you to give a very warm welcome, a Go Bananas welcome to Daniel Richardson and his pal Woody, everybody. Come on.
Hi, everybody. My name's Dan Richardson, and this is my pal Woody. Say hello to everyone, Woody. Hi, everyone. So, Woody, how's it been going lately?
Not too good. My wife just left me.
Your wife left you? Why would she do that?
Well, we got in an argument and I got mad at her, so I took a shit in her vagina.
You did what?
Yeah, I shit in her vagina and she got sick from it.
Well, of course. That'll give someone a case of sewer pussy.
Yeah, she got a case of sewer pussy and she thought, well, then she went to the doctor and the doctor said that sewer pussy can lead to cunt cancer sometimes, and she thought she had cunt cancer for a few weeks, and, but everything turned out okay. Turns out she just had a Hot Wheels car jammed up there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what I was up to back then. That was a little different than Shy Tony was a little more elevated.
He was killing though. That's
Yeah, people like
was pretty wild.
Was
yeah.
he as funny as you were?
No. Or yes. I mean, this is funnier than the bullshit that I was trying to do on the. I went on a morning show. Well, this isn't about me. This is
You
about
could
me
open
here.
for yourself. That's incredible.
Yeah, I would do that every now and then. I did a thing with. Do you remember Andy Ritchie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another dead comic that were.
We used to do. It was a show called Comics Come Home. In Minnesota. I'm not from Minnesota, but I lived there for 6 years.
Oh, you did?
And I would do that show. It's like all Minnesota people would, yeah.
So like Isaac Whitty, John Evans, you know those guys?
Lizzie.
Lizzie, yeah.
Oh,
Lizzie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lizzie's on the show all the time.
Her birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, on the 17th.
I just bought some birthday cards at the post office.
They sell them at the post office?
Yeah.
They have cards.
They got them right there, and I had to mail some T-shirts, and then when I was in line, a couple birthday cards caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I'll have to get those when someone's birthday rolls around. I was like, why not just get them now? So you
And
just
then you
have
have
them.
Like
yeah,
a
I never
stack of
thought
them, or
I just bought 2 cards.
Oh.
Just one of there was the 2 that caught my eye. And now yesterday was Steve Martin's birthday.
oh yeah.
Which
I heard
oddly
that,
enough,
yeah. Was he like 89?
I know.
I don't know.
He's so old.
He's pretty old. He's holding up okay though.
Yeah.
Maybe early 80s, not 89. I actually knew the answer and I forgot. Yeah.
But wait,
He's
we
on
got
that show. He's on that show.
Yeah,
Did you
with
watch
Martin
that?
Short.
Yeah.
He was you know,
79.
Only murders in the
79.
79.
Oh,
Yeah, you were close.
Do you know? Have you met Steve Martin and Martin Short?
No, have I? No, I met a lot of people, so I
Yeah.
had to think about it. No, but I would go to some of those SNL parties, and Steve
Oh, yeah.
Martin would be there. Yeah.
Like the after parties after the
Yeah,
show at that
yeah.
Maritime bar
Yeah.
place.
I think the location might change.
It changes a lot, yeah. I've been to 1 or 2, and it was at. Maybe I only went to 1.
You
and
probably saw Steve Martin there too.
I didn't.
Does he always go? Does
Well,
he
I
go a
think
lot?
I went 3 times, and I've seen him,
At all of them.
or at least 2 of them. Yeah. So I just assumed, he comes a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to derail things into I forget what we were talking about.
Birthdays. Oh, Lizzie Cooperman.
Oh, Lizzie.
Andy
Oh,
Ritchie.
right, yeah, Andy Ritchie. I did a. There was a character when I was touring with Stanhope. I did guest sets before and after. I get because Doug would have like a couple openers or whatever. So I was like, I'll go up in between the openers as different guys. And this is a thing. This was Andy's idea that, because Andy had an idea to make a fake roster of comedians to send out to colleges. Like, do you remember? Do you ever see him do Gravy, the stuttering insult comic?
No.
Gravy, like he'd be like, look at your shirt. Like it took him forever to insult the person.
Yeah.
So he was Gravy, the stuttering insult comic.
Oh shit! There's some stupid looking motherfuckers here tonight.
Gravy.
Gravy.
So he wanted to have, because they have like those NACA whatever these things.
You make the big flyer with everyone's name on it.
Or to get booked at college, he just basically wanted to start a fake like agency that represented these comedians, and it was Gravy, the stuttering insult comic. I forget. Well, one of them was Balloono, which was a clown who made balloon animals. You know, like big
Balloono, that sounds familiar.
Balloono the clown, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did it, and I wound up buying a clown suit at one point when I was living in Austin, because this guy would hire me and another guy to be drunken clowns at events. So I wound up buying a clown suit because I was like, I've rented this twice already. I might as well just buy it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll do, so we can get a video of Balloono too for your thing. I'll be Balloono. And the gag was Balloono goes up on stage in full clown. Like, I mean, I would paint my face, full clown outfit, go out on stage. Hey, everybody, it's me, Balloono. I'm going to make you a sword. I've won awards for, I talk myself up being the best balloon sculptor in the world. And I'm going to make you this, and I'm going to do that. And I have a balloon, and I'm stretching, and then I go, okay, here we go. And then I blow up the balloon, and it's round. And then I look at the package, and I just go, fuck, and walk off stage. That's it. That's the whole gag.
I remember that.
And I remember, like, I did that in Chicago with Stanhope, and he was just so giddy. He was just laughing backstage. That. Well, I was just like, it's not that funny. He's like, no, it took you 20 minutes to get all dressed up like a clown. You were out on stage for a minute and a half.
I thought you were going to say everything you made was something round, like this is a planet, and just
we could have used you.
Yeah.
We could have used you. Well, you know what? The Balloono can always come back. He's not retired.
Yeah. That would be funny.
I had another a blind.
This is an orange.
Yeah. Everything's circular. Yeah.
We'll talk after the show. We'll get back because I'm getting back on the road.
Sure.
And so we'll come up with more Balloono gag. I'll just do a Balloono tour.
It is funny.
10-minute sets. I don't think you need any more than that.
Know what else could be funny is if you have asthma and you can't blow the shit up.
I have a puffer. Okay, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. See, Hugh is a great comedic mind. I remember when we met, and there's certain people that I don't know.
When did you meet? Where did you go? What were you guys
We met
doing?
at that. Do you remember when we met?
Was it? It was that festival in D.C.
That's right.
What was the name of that?
The Benson Ball.
Benson Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name means. It was
That
like
was great though. That was like the best festival I've been to.
It was fun.
They gave us video cameras. Remember that? Like these little Sony cameras.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
How long ago
Is
was
that
that?
why I have that? Maybe I have that camera still.
Probably the best gift I've got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was Tig Notaro, and she was kind of
It was her thing.
Yeah, it was her thing.
It was amazing.
And it was a lot of fun. I had some I don't know. I was out of my mind.
Like you
back
could
then.
go on a Segway tour of DC.
There was a Segway tour that.
And you could go to the White House.
We did go to the White House.
I didn't go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. I went to a White House tour. I
think
forgot
I
all
did.
about
Too.
that.
I think I went into.
It's
the White
not
House.
real. Like they just kind of walk you through like this
Just
backstage
the certain
area.
area, yeah.
It's like when you go to the Price is Right or whatever. They're
But
like,
you could
there's
see the
wheel.
president's silhouette walk by. Yeah. I don't think it's really him. But
They have a Ring camera that you can.
Yeah, you can look at.
through.
there it is, the president.
Yeah.
He just,
But we were. Oh, I unplugged my computer. Fuck.
Is he gonna die?
No. It's fine. But I remember specifically, because I was a little wound up back then. I had just moved to Los Angeles, and there was a thing set up like with the hotel, and I mean I was just broke all the time too, which affected every kind of thing, where it just added. I always had this level of stress all the time. So whenever anything went wrong, I was just like, what the.
We're all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like that still.
I'm worried, I'm getting better. But it's like having that attachment to whatever. But there was a problem with the hotel, and I'm not proud of how I handled myself, because it was like I was supposed to have my own room. Like some people were sharing rooms.
I shared a room.
People were sharing rooms, but then there was a girl, Amanda Earmuffs. There was a girl from Philly who I, kind of had a thing with.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to come up, and I was like, hey, this girl's is it okay?
A civilian girl or
a civilian girl? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, civilian. Just a girl I knew who was like, I was like, oh, hey, do you want to come up to this thing? And, I have a hotel room, and who knows what, it wasn't like a setup, whatever, but I was like, oh, maybe this will,
Maybe
whatever.
something special will happen.
Yeah. And so I had that set up and then she last minute was like, oh, I have to go to Delaware. Oh, whatever. She couldn't come. And I had just mentioned it, oh, this girl can't. Or whatever, Tig or somebody was like, oh, is your friend, when's your friend getting in? And I was like, oh, she's can't now or whatever. And then when I was checking in, they were like, oh, you and Andy Wood are sharing a room. And I was like, well, wait, I thought I still had my own room. I was, whatever. Yeah, and I was just kind of annoyed, and I made Andy uncomfortable, whatever.
Why are you yelling? And
I just was like, this, well, I didn't fucking want to,
same bed. You guys were in the same
it was,
bed.
it was a
it wasn't even
bed.
a bed. It was they had a big, a big, what do you call it? A bureau,
yeah.
thing in there were drawers we were sleeping.
Oh, you had
There
to
were big
sleep in
drawers. Yeah, we
drawers.
had to sleep in a drawer. And I was like, I just, I was hoping to have some time to myself. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was living
that's
with a
annoying.
roommate,
That's
and,
annoying.
And I, when you get it in your head that it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go. Well, first, number one was like, oh, I'm going to go. And then this girl who I know, this will be a fun weekend maybe. And then oh, shit, she's not coming. Oh, well, at least I'll have a hotel room to myself for a weekend. I won't have to have my roommate and stuff. And then they're like, oh, no, it's two twin beds. And I was just kind of like, fuck, what the fuck? Nothing goes my way.
Oh man.
No one.
But then you
saw
met Hugh.
erupt.
Yeah.
Nobody saw, but Andy did, and you know, he was just like, "Oh no, it's fine, I'll leave." And I'm like, I just made a guy, you know, whatever. Nobody likes to get that way. I don't see you ever blow. Do you ever blow your stack?
I
over
couldn't
anything?
imagine it.
Can't imagine.
I'm pretty laid back.
Have you ever?
You just jinxed me though. Now I'll get mad about something.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You don't. Do you? Have you always been that way?
I think so. Well, I mean, I had fights as a boy.
Yeah.
Like most kids.
Yeah.
I think most kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends where you grow up. I mean,
Right. But as you know, maybe by the time I was a teenager, yeah.
You just realized like it's not worth
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
pretty much.
You'll probably live to be 157 years old. No stress. No stress, Hugh.
I'm still a worrywart. You know?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good.
You
to
know,
hear.
like bills and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
But you do.
But I don't have any interest in fighting anyone.
But you're like a go-to guy. Like you're never. You're. I mean, I don't know. This is the way I see you. I don't know you well enough. Although we've known each other for 12 years, and I do. I do remember the moment that we met. Like, because you know, whatever I had, whatever I was going through when I was there, and was upset that like. One, okay, her girl's not coming. Two, I don't have my own room, which I wound up having my own room. But then I felt bad about that because the way I got my own room was by throwing a temper tantrum. And I went down to there was some kind of bus. There was a shuttle that would take us to shows.
Right.
And I went down to the hotel bar to get a drink. And
we were all joking around, right?
You were sitting at the hotel bar. Yeah. And I hadn't met you before. I didn't know anything about you. And I was just like, hey, or whatever, introduced. I was like, oh, whatever. We were like the only two people at the bar. So it was like, it would be weird to not talk. And I just assumed, I was like, are you part of this festival thing or whatever?
But didn't other people come eventually?
Eventually other people came down because we had to get a shuttle to go somewhere.
Right, yeah.
And I just remember saying to you that I was like, I can tell you're funny. Like just from when all we said was like, hey, you were like, oh, hey, I'm Hugh. And I was like, I'm Brendan or whatever. And I was like, oh, you're a comic. I was like, oh, I can tell you're funny. Like, not that you needed to hear that from me, but it was just one of those things like, you know, when you see
I take any compliment I can get, man.
but you know what I'm talking about. There's some people that you're like, even if their
it's
act
like the
sucks,
vibe you get.
Yeah, it's that vibe where it's like, even if
I
you meet
totally
them,
get it.
because some of them you meet and then you see them on stage, you're like, oh, their act's not. That's a funny guy, but that's not really as good as it could be.
Some people I see and I'm like, they should just act.
Yeah,
they don't. Why are they doing this?
Or they should figure something like they should go. I don't know, make puppets like this. Yeah. Make these guys.
Oh yeah, that guy's cool.
He's a little fun boy.
Yeah.
He is cute.
Hi. Yeah, this is our son's puppet. I bought this for. Guess how much something like this costs? You don't want to.
$28.
No way.
Yeah, right about.
Really?
I mean, they're like hand. I don't know. It was at some store.
You can make those at home.
I know. Yeah.
With a sock.
But I was right when I said I definitely was like, this guy's funny.
Oh, thanks.
Because you weren't. Also, you have the vibe that you should. That a lot of comedians, you go down to the hotel bar, and if they're the only one there, they want everybody to know they're like. It's like, hey, could I have an extra cherry on top there? What's this thing about? And Hugh was just kind of sitting there minding his own business, and I'm like, are you one of the guys on this thing? And we exchanged maybe 2 or 3 words, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could tell you're funny. You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
And,
you don't have to prove it.
And then it turns out like he is one of the funniest guys out here in Los Angeles.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you're still a work in progress, even since 1995. Vibe, Sinbad. But Dripping Bloody Letters.
97.
Oh, 97 was 5?
I'm trying to, lie about my age. I'm making it harder. Yeah.
So you're knocking 2 years off. That's like my grandma. I have a 98-year-old grandma, and she's still like,
shy about her age.
I made a joke about her we were on this bus. We went to Ireland, and it was like this bus thing that you drove around.
That's a great trip.
Yeah, I mean, being on the bus was a little. That was kind of a bummer, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was a great trip. It was great. I was with my family, and I like as a joke, I said to the, and this was even 10 years, or this was like 2008 or something. So she wasn't, whatever. She wasn't 98 then, but she was still like 90 almost, and I was like, hey, can I have the microphone for the thing? Because, they make the announcements on the bus. And I was like, hey, everybody, it's my grandma's 100th birthday. Let's all sing happy birthday to her. And she was so, like, mad at that. And I was just trying to be funny. Like, whatever, you're 90.
Yeah, it's like they know that you're not.
Yeah, I mean, like, what did I just,
Yeah.
It's not like whatever. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I should be more
But
sensitive.
maybe
But
there
she
was
won't
a
get
guy.
here.
Was she trying to talk to a guy?
Yeah, she lied to a guy and
blew
told him that
She was 75.
She's like, I already told somebody I'm 75.
Yeah.
But you're 89.
Yeah, she's gonna be 99.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's good. Hopefully I got that gene coursing through my veins.
What's her diet like?
It's all just French fries, mayonnaise. She eats mayonnaise with a spoon. She puts it in a yogurt cup so nobody knows that it's mayonnaise.
Oh boy.
No, she's she walks.
It's just genetics.
Genetics, but also she doesn't. We got to get my grandma back on here too. Except she is fucking. It is getting annoying.
She cannot hear.
And that's the thing with like vanity doesn't go away.
She
She's
doesn't want to
98.
get.
She doesn't want to get hearing aids because like why? People are gonna think you're old. Yeah. You're fucking 90. You're 100 years old.
And you literally cannot
It's
hear.
like who cares? You can have 2 tin cans hanging out of your fucking head. Nobody's paying attention to that. They're just in awe that you're this
She's with it.
She's super with it. Yeah,
She's
she
super funny.
reads a lot. This is what she says. This is her keys to success. Yeah. She doesn't walk as much as she used to now because like things do start breaking down. But she walked all the time. Like would walk, I'm gonna say probably walked for 2-3 miles a day up until COVID times is when it started tapering off. 2-3 miles a day, she thinks reading is the best thing that she's done because there's no senility or anything like that. She doesn't take any medication for anything. And so reading and walking really is what she credits everything to. And diet is like, she doesn't eat fucking McDonald's and shit. Like she cooks everything at home and she does not eat. The only time she eats out is if somebody.
She lives alone too. Maybe like not being in like being on your own.
Well, but even throughout, like I mean, I think they are. What was that? Great Depression kind of era.
I mean, it's crazy. When
you're raised then, it's like they're just like you don't spend any money. Like save that paper plate. There's nothing. No ketchup got on the plate. Just fucking put it back on there.
I'm guilty of that.
I do that shit too. Yeah.
He's been washing our plastic spoons and plastic forks.
Why not?
I'll do that 3 times.
Yeah.
I use
it with the kids. Like we made English muffin pizzas we have because every time you bring food home, you got all these bags of fucking plastic.
But it's like
silverware.
if you're gonna wash it, then just use a different.
I throw it in the sink because it's like, well, I just spread marinara sauce on an English muffin with that. Why is it trash now? It's just as well made as half these kids' spoons that we have. Like, there's all these plastic baby spoons. What's the difference?
Well, then it's like just use a regular.
Well, but we have a drawer full of them.
I guess.
So it's also like, we got kids. There's enough mess
My grandma
around.
used to do that.
It's nice to have the option of like, let's just throw all this shit in the trash. Because we already have a pile of dishes in the sink.
My grandma definitely would reuse like paper plates. Definitely
I do
would
that
wash them because I would go to take one out and I'm like, this has been used.
Why is this wet?
Yeah, this is dirty. Why is there a dirty paper plate?
I'm glad we talked about it. I was feeling guilty about that, but I'll reuse paper plates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll reuse everything.
He's good at that.
I just don't like wasting.
See, I think my dad. Well, both my parents' families came from Europe, and they're like that same like 40s mentality of like save everything. So my dad is like very much the opposite, where he's like the second he thinks something is like past the expiration date or slightly like off, he throws it away. So I was kind of brought up with that, like just throw it away if it's bad. But you are very much like
I'm like
save.
expiration dates are a suggestion. Like shit is good for a week, especially like half and half and stuff. Like I've used half and half where I'm like, this says it went bad a month ago.
If it doesn't taste bad,
yeah,
then it's not
if it doesn't smell or
it's all just like it's all lawyers. It's just like they
lawyers.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, somebody can sue us, so we got to say like. Make the expiration date like 3 weeks before it might start going bad, just in case somebody gets fucking the shits.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, because they'll sue us. If they'll say, oh, well, their expiration date said September 15th, and this guy got diarrhea on September 12th. So, like, you know, it's like it's not an exact
lawsuit
science.
will change everything.
Yeah.
That's why McDonald's coffee is not as hot as it once was.
Well, that's you know that whole story, right? Have you ever seen that documentary, Hot Coffee?
No.
It's fucking crazy, man.
It's just that the story it's so different than what because I remember it being like, oh well, obviously it's hot. The media
was
coffee.
Just like they ridiculed the lady, like this stupid idiot spilled coffee. It's hot coffee or whatever. But then you see, it was like
scalding. It was like 200
she
degrees
had like
or something.
Really
scars, like 3rd-degree burns on her legs, and it was like, yeah, she wasn't an idiot. She just like like a normal person put it between her legs and was in the passenger seat. The lid wasn't on right. The person who gave it to her didn't have the lid on all the way. And then whoever was driving hit a bump, it spilled, and was like, holy shit.
3rd-degree burns all over her legs.
The skin came off of her fucking legs, and she's like, hey, I'm fucked up, but the media made it out to be like she's an idiot, and this is we're just doing this willy-nilly suing thing. But then it also another ripple effect of that is just like now there's warning labels on every fucking bag. Like your kid's gonna suffocate if it comes near this bag, and it's like no, I give my kids plastic bags. Like try to kill yourself. See how long it takes.
That's scary. Don't do that.
Remember when I did that when we were dating at my old apartment?
I've been going through I have like 30,000 pictures on my phone. Like, do you use the iCloud for your pictures on your phone?
I use a cloud, not iCloud, but
just some. You know what? I gotta use a different kind of cloud because then I'm just not paying attention. I just take 100 pictures and I just don't even think about it. But now I have to start going through it anyway. I came across those. I was like in the shower.
We'll have DJ.
Yeah, I was in the shower and I came out and Brendan was like this on the floor, like.
I had a plastic bag over my head,
like he had just died.
And I have like a suicide note on me too.
I'll
find it. Yeah, show it to Hugh.
But because I just saw it recently.
Oh my goodness!
You ever do stuff like that with? What's your? So I don't want to get too into your person, but I know you have a kid. She's an older child. Yeah. She's older. She's only just like 2 or 3 years older than you, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Wait, she's older than her father?
I'm 23. She's 21.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a couple years younger than you. Yeah.
Wow.
It does kind of look real. Even though I know that he's a full of shit liar.
What's the note say?
I killed myself. R.I.P. Brendan. Goodbye, crew world. It was just like came out of the shower. I'm like, what the fuck?
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.